We're going to start with Jeff Metcalf from the Arizona Republic, followed by Alex Simon.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, it seemed like it took a little while for everything to kind of click into full gear here, but once it did, it kind of took off there in the third quarter. Did it seem like it was just a little bit of getting used to everybody again at the beginning?
Yeah, no, I definitely think that we've had Dot, Skylar is the point guard for the whole time Dinah's out, and now we have to move it to the 2, and obviously because we're bringing the GOAT back, and so it takes an adjustment just to get used to playing with each other again. Their roles move around a little bit. It wasn't a terrible, we didn't execute the scout as much as we wanted. I didn't think we did one-on-one defense well, and the offense wasn't smooth. But it got going. We're going to have some little hiccups along the way in that regard, but it was great to see Diana out there. I mean, she changes the whole dynamics. Credit to LA. They've been, playing a really physical, and obviously they're very fast, but she really got going in that second half. It was great to see. And, anytime we have 4 players in double figures, we usually win. And that's the key for us. We can't rely on 1 or 2 players.
There was a run you went on at the end of the third quarter that she was a big part of, Diana was a big part of, and one of it was a long feed to Turner on a run out. Is that the kind of stuff that she brings just beyond the scoring, that she's got the vision and the ability to throw those kind of passes?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what she's done her whole career. And it allows us, we haven't been able to run too much in transition. It allows us to get out and, those players are going to push hard because, the ball is going to come down because that's what she has great vision. Like I said, there's so many great things about Diana. It's not just the scoring. I mean, 9,000 points, that's amazing. But her court vision, her leadership, that backdoor play, that was Diana's play. That wasn't mine. I didn't, it was one of our actions. You should beat him on that back door. So she brings so many intangibles. And it was great just to see her back out there. It's frustrating when you have some air injuries, and, especially for her, she's such a competitor. So I was just happy for her to get out there and have a really good game first back.
Next up is Alex Simon with the next, followed by Danny Thompson.
Sandy, you brought up 9,000 points. I mean, nobody in the league is even at 7,500. She's in a class of her own, and for her to do it on a 25-point night, getting 9,000 on an and one, I imagine for you, you've seen quite a few of those points, but there's never a moment that you don't appreciate them, right?
No, yeah, exactly. I mean, look, we're just trying to keep our head above water, and she's a key part of what we do, and she's done so much for this game, and she is the GOAT. There is no discussion in regards to that, because she makes other people better too, and just the hard work that she goes into. It's not just what she comes in and plays that day, but all the hard work that she goes through it, all the adversity that she's faced, and be able to come out and perform after not really playing for 5.5 weeks. I mean, that's pretty good. She didn't miss a beat. She might be a little tired tomorrow, but we don't play till Wednesday, so we'll freshen her up.
And to kind of go off of that, it kind of felt like there's obviously always, as a coach, you can find, nits to pick and whatnot, but this kind of felt like one of your guys' most complete performances, both on the offensive end, but even especially on the defensive end too. Yeah,
look, obviously we had time defending their speedy little guards. And so we spent a lot of time in the zone. And we had a few breakdowns there, but for the most part, it was pretty effective for us. We could have rebounded a little bit better. We could have contained it a little bit better, but just having that in their back pocket just enabled us not have to chase them around as much and be in a position we could be better helpers and then finish plays. So, and then we got a little flow going out of it, but, there's still room for improvement, obviously, but I was happy with our first game back together in such a long time.
Next up is Danny Thompson with a 3-point conversion, followed by Doug Feinberg.
Sandy, Danny Thompson, a 3-point conversion. Great win tonight. We all know what Diana does offensively, but what was her offense helping the defensive side? Did you feel like the spark she had after halftime turned the defensive effort up, because they shot 28% in the third quarter? Yeah,
I know. It was, I always say, I always preach defense because I do think that's how you have to win. Defense creates offense, but, when Diana's making shots like that, that just gives everybody an energy. Obviously the crowd, it was great to have a bigger crowd tonight. That, our home crowd was fantastic, and that always helps us. But, Diana making those shots, she's pretty special. You always, and they don't always go in, but every time it goes up, I always think it's going in because that's how good she is. But, we needed that game. We just, we got to fulfill our potential, and we showed signs tonight. We got to keep building on it now.
And a quick follow-up about Breezy tonight, 15 rebounds tonight. It seemed like she was being the player she was towards the end of last season and flashes that she's shown this year. Do you think maybe the crowd energy kind of got behind her because she seemed like she's had more energy tonight than she's had in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, you're probably accurate in that regard. And, Breezy, she's just, she does it quietly, everything, but, she probably hasn't been at her best when we needed her and, for the whole season, but she's been solid. Don't underestimate that. But tonight I think she was great. I think it's just getting comfortable with everybody. To get 15 rebounds, we need that from her. We need her to play great defense, but, if she can, she had 8 points, if we can get her to double figures as well too, I think she's very dangerous. And she's working hard to keep expanding her game. But like I said, she's a critical part for us having success because what she does on the defensive end.
Next up is Doug Feinberg with the Associated Press, followed by Aristides Katsidis.
Hey, Sandy, great to see you as always.
You too, Doug.
How big is this next couple of weeks leading to the Olympic break for you guys to get on a roll here? I mean, now that you're healthy, to be able to get maybe a little separation from this massive pack, it seems right now everyone's behind the top 3 in a glut of about 500.
Yeah. Look, I mean, it would be massive for us, Doug, to be quite honest. I mean, for us, it's all about gaining momentum and focus on what we need to do to be the best we can. Obviously, being healthy, it'd be great to have Bria Hartley because I think you get that other playmaker, and hopefully she'll come back at some stage. But to have Diana back, it just gives us a little bit more versatility in how we can play at both ends of the floor. But it's hard to win in this league. Obviously, it's hard, but we know that we're very capable of it. And we won tonight. Now our focus turns to Minnesota. They've been playing well. Really well lately, particularly fouls and Collier. So we've got our hands full there. So we just, we have to come ready to play. But, being at home, it was good to finally get another win. We haven't played great at home. And now we just got to build on that. And hopefully, leading into the All-Star game, the Olympic break, hopefully we can stay more up the top than down the bottom. I mean, that's the goal.
Thanks, Andy.
Our last question is going to be with Aristides Katsidis.
Hello, coach. Greetings from Greece. Well done for your win. So I want to tell us which characteristic from today's win you want for your team to rely on the next games.
Look, rebounding. Obviously rebounding is a big thing for us, but it's more playing team defense. I thought in the first half we weren't executing exactly what we needed to. And it's not just, it's a 5-man defense. Sometimes we're breaking down and not providing the appropriate help, but having that little toughness. But yeah, rebounding, offensively, I think we're going to get better as we move along. At times I think we got stagnant. We didn't move the ball from side to side, but LA takes you out of some of our offense. But I think we need to hang our hat on defense because I know offensively, especially with Diana back, we know good things can happen, but sometimes you're just going to miss some shots. But so if we can hang our hat on defense and keep getting chemistry on offense, I think we'll be in good shape.
Thank you for the time, Sandy.
Thanks.